Castillejo gets away from Casemiro. If he'd gone down, that might have been a foul and a yellow card.
Or even if he'd passed left, as soon as he gets past.
Castillejo again, brilliantly picked out by Fornals. Cutting it back at, hits the side, netting on the turn. There didn't seem to be a route through there, but the Colombian very nearly found it. And again, Villareal turning the tables on Real Madrid there.
It's what strikers do. He was blocked, there was next to no chance of scoring, but once he gets hold of that ball, he's not thinking about the back post pass to Cheryshev.
Rafa Varane to play it out for Madrid. He finds Casemiro, who in turn finds Luka Modric. Now Toni Kroos. Marcelo with him, dropping back. It's Ronaldo outside the German. Now on the left, it comes to Ronaldo. Kroos continues into the box. Ronaldo seemed to be thinking about a shot. Instead lays it off to Modric. Modric driving it through into the hands again of Asenjo.
It's on target, it's still top quality stuff, albeit that it's a save again from Asenjo, who's rarely played as well as this, despite a long, glittering career. It's on target, it's a tough one to find, and if there's any handling error there, Modric has helped create a goal. It's on target, and that's what Madrid need.
Well, again, we always talk about Zinedine Zidane's instructions to the players. If you get a decisive goal, have a shot. In these conditions, especially with the ball whipping off the surface.
Totally agree. They work like Trojans on it day after day, and he does it partly because he knows they enjoy it, but it's why over the last 2 seasons under his control, all of them have scored so many goals from distance.
Problems for Marcelo. Castillejo, who seems to have just moved things up a gear or two in the last few minutes. Casemiro to Varane. He's got Carvajal outside him. It's the obvious pass. Carvajal. Gareth Bale lurking to his right instead. He goes left. Nacho. Marcelo. Marcelo's cross again. It's a testing one. Kroos to Isco. Marcelo. Back to Isco. Isco to Kroos. Modric. Marcelo, patient from Madrid. Isco on the edge of the box. It's given away. Given straight back to Casemiro. Now Kroos. His pass takes a deflection off Castillejo, comes to Marcelo. It's another corner. There's an enormous quantity of crosses from wide on the left, wide on the right, into the box from Real Madrid. We've seen this all season, Graham, but they don't always come to fruition. There's another one.
Talk about timing. Perfect timing for you there. One of the things, I guess, is it's a 50-50 split. How well do you cross? But equally, who's there? What movement is being made? They're missing Ramos, one of the absolute experts in situations like this. Asenjo there maybe getting a slightly lucky one in terms of what happens when he does his best. He thinks he might be caught out his near post. These are decent reactions. Sometimes you earn luck, as he did there. It was a Villareal shirt able to pick it up rather than, say, Ronaldo or Bale.
The clearance won back straight away by Madrid. It's Varane on the ball. Now Carvajal down the line to Gareth Bale. First time to Modric. Modric returns the favour to Bale, who finds Kroos. Good run down the middle from Bale, calling through it. Kroos instead finding Ronaldo, who's going to try his shot, and that is not really going to test Asenjo, and Cristiano Ronaldo knows it.
This is the moment when you'd want to see Zidane understanding not just who to put on, but why. And one of the things you pointed out, that the youngster Castillejo is full of talent, has risen in this game, and one of the ways not only to try and put the brakes on that, but to try and expose him, would obviously be Lucas down the right, and that it can't be far away from, whether it's Kovacic or Asensio. The obvious one to me looks like Lucas, and now being the right time.
Denis Cheryshev. Looking very comfortable on the ball, Villareal. Still, that one too firm for Manu Castillejo, for Manu Trigueros, picked up by Gaspar Fornals. Bit of a chase for Trigueros again. Inside to Castillejo. Rodri. Mario Gaspar. Rodri. No qualms about passing it back to Alvaro. Bonera, Alvaro. Through the middle to Rodri again, and certain amount of frustration in the body language of Cristiano Ronaldo, playing a game of chase there.
And whistling for the fans. You know, the combination of the change in the atmosphere, the body language from Ronaldo, time ticking by, the pressure is mounting.
Varane finds Nacho Fernandez. Asensio off the bench and warming up. The gloves are coming off.
I was getting my lefts and my rights mixed up there. Asensio down the left to put the brakes on Castillejo might be more appropriate.
Carvajal gets into the area, whips the cross in, very close to finding the forehead of Gareth Bale. The rebound collected by Ronaldo. Ronaldo at walking pace, the cross relatively easily blocked by Mario Gaspar, manages to give it straight back to Marcelo. Casemiro. Rafa Varane seeking Marcelo. Lovely footwork by Castillejo, just tried to take on one man too many, but Mario Trigueros was there to win it and to play it out to Cheryshev. Cheryshev looking for the movement of Bacca.
Oh, he was so quick to see that Bacca.
Yeah.
He knew what Carvajal was going to do.
Carvajal didn't like the challenge from behind. Bacca seems to apologise, or at least to explain his difference of opinion with the Madrid right back, as Asensio receives his final orders, and Javi Calleja there looking on. He took over Villareal when they were 14th. They're up to 6th. Javi Calleja really enjoying his time, I think, in charge of the club, where he did so well with the youth team.
Yeah, coached Raba as a juvenile, brought him through. Raba's been a constant starter for him since Calleja took over. Healthy.
Fornals picking out Gaspar, enjoying a bit more possession, a bit more, playing the ball a bit more in Madrid territory in the second half. Villareal. Castillejo with the cross. First time on from Trigueros. Cheryshev caught napping there by Carvajal, who misunderstands the movement of Isco, or vice versa. Here's Trigueros. Madrid suffering for the last 5 minutes or so.
Injured again. This makes sense. Both of those who are coming on are absolute stick-on good choices.
Yeah, but again, with the score at 0-0, 70 minutes on the clock, the Bernabeu starting to show certain signs of unrest. There's a lot of responsibility on two players that, on the other hand, really you have to say Zinedine Zidane hasn't put too much confidence in them of late, by giving them the impression they've got no chance of getting into the starting lineup. Lucas,
I slightly disagree in that he's been shown he has to re-earn his place, and he's come up for the bait. In the cup games, he's been absolutely exceptional. When he's come on as a substitute in La Liga, he's shown what you're getting at is that he earns this place that he's been given in the last 20 minutes.
Marcelo trying to get beyond Gaspar, he can't, forced to turn back. Support offered from Toni Kroos. Kroos to Casemiro, Rafa Varane. It's good pressing really from Villareal. Madrid insists through Dani Carvajal. Is Lucas. First touch for him, plays it back to Modric. Varane to Kroos. Casemiro to Nacho. Marcelo's cross blocked by Castillejo, throw in, and Marcelo again frustrated. How would you judge Gareth Bale's performance?
I think first half absolutely where you want him to be, vibrant, making important contributions, and there's a goal threat.
Attempt there from Casemiro. No major surprise. Those of us who've been watching Madrid all season have seen Casemiro try that on several occasions.
He's a technician, Simon.
Passes, it comes off.
He's got it in his armoury. Okay, this one's not on target, but he's tested Asenjo. He doesn't know for sure. On a day like that, if it's anywhere near the post on this skiddy surface, it's worth a go. I'll tell you something else. Nobody should be mistaken when I say we shared a hot, sultry night in September. It was Betis coming here 73 times before that consecutively. Real Madrid had scored in competitive matches. The run ended that night. Since then, 3 different times Madrid have failed to score, not including this match. Therefore, people will take chances. They will expose themselves by going higher up the pitch. Marcelo and Carvajal. Shots will rain in. They have to change this dynamic.
Referee Undiano. Lucas quick to combine with Ronaldo. Return ball to Ronaldo. Poor control from him. Asensio stops the ball getting out of the area. Carvajal continues the attack. It's a good cross, far too high for Ronaldo. Again, a poor touch from the Portuguese there.
But when he gets his feet muddled up, that's true. The fabulous action from the right back, who pivots around 180 degrees and crosses beautifully off his wrong foot. There's a thing about Lucas as he bursts into action there. There is an element of Sergio Ramos about him. There's an element about aggression, never say die. I will try anything to get, inverted commas, us a win. And that's contagious. Lucas may not be an out-and-out starter for Zidane, but he has the spirit of this club, and he bristles with it.
Toni Kroos picking up the rebound there after Marcelo was dispossessed. Here is Lucas again, just trying to take on one man too many there. Asenjo waits for him to come up to him before picking the ball up, and looks like Enes Unal, the young Turk, returning to Villarreal from a loan spell of a couple of months in Levante, is about to come on for the Yellow Submarine. He got, of course, the goal for Villarreal against Deportivo last weekend in La Liga Santander.
And not exactly a sign that Calleja wants to close this game up.
Absolutely. He's big and strong, good in the air, lacking experience, it has to be said, but he has shown signs of linking up well with Carlos Bacca. Let's see who the man to be replaced for Unal will be. Lovely footwork there from Trigueros to get away from Kroos. Quick ball through towards Janissary. Is a little bit slow, or Dani Carvajal was a little bit fast.
Second time, same two men. Carvajal reading it more quickly. No question, you were right in how you called it. Cheryshev waiting in each of the occasions when he's had his pocket picked.
Ronaldo offside, the flag raised quickly, and the linesman earning applause from the Villarreal players. 15 minutes to go, Graham, 0-0. Who's looking nearest to scoring? Do you think it's nicely poised?
I genuinely don't think, despite my stat that I was talking about there 3 times, this would make 4, that Madrid have failed to score since that game in September when they lost here to Betis 0-1. Substitution made.
It's Carlos Bacca to be replaced.
Striker, yeah. I don't think this game's going to finish without a goal. I think there have been sufficient creative chances.
Start. He was replacing Dani Rabah. 2 changes made, 1 still to come. We say Calleja probably feels they've got a chance of nicking this one, but he's not going to play Bacca and Unal in the Bernabeu.
It would have been a surprise. It would have been an all-in poker terms to go 2 strikers up against a team like this, but it's how Betis did it. Betis ended the pitch with a number of attacking players, with Setien saying, I'm going to overload. Let's see.
Toni Kroos for Real Madrid. Can't see an option going forward. Plays it square to Varane. It's Dani Carvajal. Modric. Casemiro now to Kroos. German, plenty of space, picks out Marcelo. Marcelo with the cross, easily dealt with by Jaume Costa. Casemiro in firmly, the whistle goes. Fornal stays down, holding his head. The referee looking at Casemiro. I mean, that's clearly the face of an innocent man, Graham.
Born innocent, will remain innocent. He's truly a phenomenon. A fabulous footballer, sometimes simply streetwise competitive, but occasionally he does tread over the line, tread on people's boots, and referees always seem to find a way to pardon him. So if that's, what is it, better a lucky general than a good general? He's good and he's lucky.
Maybe it's just the benefit of a cheeky, charming smile. Manu Trigueros on the ball for Villarreal, picking out Mario Gaspar. Gaspar inside to Castillejo, holding off the attentions of Toni Kroos. Castillejo again tries to get away from Casemiro, very nearly picks up the loose ball. Marcelo pulled back by Castillejo.
Just did it in frustrations. I mean, so silly, because he'd closed Marcelo down. There was a difficulty, at least for the Brazilian, to see what he did next. And just because he had to do doggies, the shuttle runs, Castillejo tugs at Marcelo unnecessarily.
Is Nacho. Toni Kroos. Fornals managed to fall to Casemiro. Feeds Marcelo. Outside him, Asensio. Not the greatest of crosses. It could have been an awkward one, though. As Jaume Costa dispossessed in the end by Dani Carvajal. Carvajal back to Nacho. Marcelo, Madrid continue insisting. Pushing Villareal back, Asensio. Trying to twist and turn his way away from Mario Gaspar. He manages to find Kroos. It's a poor centre from Kroos. Easily dealt with by Bonera. Ronaldo tries to keep things going. It falls to Fornals. Lovely little touch to Castillejo. Return ball to Fornals. And he can't find the pass that Denis Cherichev was longing to receive there. Still Madrid. Marcelo to Luka Modric. Ronaldo making a run. Modric gliding forward, lays it off to Lucas. Back to Luka Modric. The strike always rising over the bar. 10 minutes to go, no change in this scoreline.
That's a big, big chance, because Villarreal knew that once the ball goes to Lucas, they know it's going to go back to Modric. They wait, they think, they get drawn in all the same, and Modric has shooting distance. And to not put that on target with 10 minutes left at 0-0 it's a footballing sin.
And Modric, I think, recognised Carvajal. It's too firm for Kroos and not firm enough for Asensio. There was no sign of Lucas up front on that break from Real Madrid. Fornals trying to get away from Casemiro. Finds Trigueros. Now Jaume Costa. Rodri through the middle to Castillejo. Cherichev. Rodri again. Testing the patience of the home fans, Villareal. Gaspar. Back to Bonera. It's a long chase for Cristiano Ronaldo. Floated over the top towards Unal, and very nearly a mix-up there between Navas and Nacho. Navas apologises. Villarreal win a throw-in deep in the Real Madrid half. Rukavina is going to come on. And he's going to replace, I have to say, I didn't see who he's going to replace for him.
It looked as if it was going to be a straight change for Castillejo. Indeed, I think that proves that that's right, yeah.
Shoring things up a little bit on the right flank there.
It is, and he's looking for energy levels. He's looking to try and make sure that there's no impetus for the Real Madrid substitutes. It was the reason that Asensio and Lucas came on at that stage. Both quick, both technical, both able to make or score goals. Rukavina looks like a good move.
Well, Rukavina, the Serb, is known for his what he can add in attack up and down the right wing. He will go up and down the right wing all day. He's only got 7 minutes to do it here. Just taking a little bit of weight of responsibility on Mario Gaspar, perhaps, in the closing 7 minutes here. Carvajal on the ball for Real Madrid. Can't see too many options. Picks out Lucas very, very deep to collect that one. It's first time ball to Asensio. Marcelo. Asensio again. Ronaldo in the middle. Lucas making a run. So too calling for it. Carvajal. It might fall for him nicely. The volley just not quite coming off. It's a risky way to play the ball out from the Yellow Submarine. Fornals losing his footing. Casemiro quick to take advantage. Here's Kroos. Now Marcelo. Trying to get behind Gaspar. Wins another corner for Real Madrid. The quantity of corners, I've lost count. Same as we mentioned a few minutes ago with crosses into the area. Marcelo cutting it back. Asensio's shot came off. Ronaldo did it. And it's going to be a goal kick.
But absolutely crucial, because they'd gone to sleep there. And Trigueros was the only one who prevented that being a goal, because the movement, the quick movement here that you see that allows Marcelo to burst into the box and set Asensio up for the shot. If it isn't for Trigueros, that's the breakthrough moment.
Asensio to take the resulting corner, just over 5 minutes to go. It's a long clearance, and there will be a free kick as Nacho Fernandez gets groggily to his feet. Fouled there, according to referee Undiano, by Enes Unal. Marcelo. Asensio back to Marcelo. Now Nacho square to Rafa Varane. Carvajal. Varane. Square to Nacho once more. Marcelo. Sergio Asenjo clears quickly, intercepted by Casemiro. Carvajal to Ronaldo, gets the return ball, looks up, considers the options, and wins a corner. It's blocked by Jaume Costa.
You're left at this stage thinking, well, is this Ramos time? No, because he's out injured. Where's Borja? Why no striker? A striker with a proven record of goal grabbing. Why not roll the dice, or why haven't the dice been rolled before now?
Kroos with the corner, dealt with by the defence. Cherichev with a cheeky little header to Fornals. A chance on the break here. Denis Cherichev. Carvajal sprinting to get back. Cherichev makes the passes. Unal, and it's saved by Navas, who can't get back in time for the finish from Pablo Fornals, and the bench of Villareal erupts. What a superb finish from Fornals. You've got to feel sorry for Keylor Navas, but Madrid caught on the back foot. Carvajal for once didn't quite have the energy required to get back. Enes Unal's attempt didn't really test Navas, but the finish from Fornals reminiscent of Daniel Was last weekend in Balaidos.
Reminiscent the way in which the goal comes, the time at which it comes, reminiscent of the way that Betis win it too, where the opposition side have gone this far, show the energy. As the ball breaks here, look at this, look at that inside header from Cherichev, the way in which the passing, finally, after the whole game when Villareal are broken, it's this pass which consistently lets people down, and this time it's perfect. When Keylor does his job, who has worked? Where is Varane? Where is Casemiro? Why is the attitude of the reigning Spanish champions less than the team which has never won here and which scores a goal, like you say, of vast-like quality or Sanabria-style impact? Extraordinary finish. Real Madrid gave that goal away once Keylor had done his work.
My question is, how many times have we seen Real Madrid win the ball in their own area from an attack from their rivals, break and get a winning goal in agonisingly late in the game? It's been their trademark.
It was a Real Madrid goal that Villareal just scored. It was a Real Madrid goal 2016-17 that Villareal just scored. And although I'm criticising Real Madrid and saying, why weren't the players back? That tiny little Phil Mickelson left foot dink by Fornals is absolute genius. 21-year-old, looking so composed in central midfield in the Santiago Bernabeu, and that's why they brought him back from Malaga, basically. And look how much Malaga have missed him this season. I told you he gave the manuscript for the game by saying whichever passes better, whichever commits fewest mistakes. But in that same interview this week, building up to this game, he said, "Okay, I know people keep telling us we've never won here. Why not this time?" Now, he didn't know quite how it, but you take an attitude into a match, and clearly there isn't a player in yellow who's come here thinking we won't win. And each of them have done their job, and the platform has been given, obviously, by Asenjo. Game's not finished, it isn't won yet, but that moment when the substitutions pay off and Fornals has just ice in his veins, that's because they all came here believing. Are we watching something like the beginning of the end for Zidane at Real Madrid? You wouldn't bet against it.
Marcelo insisting once again with a cross which Ronaldo wins. Very little support for the Portuguese. It's Trigueros with the clearance. Real Madrid, are they about to suffer another second half defeat? It'll be yet another this season, and It leaves them in real danger in their position in La Liga. Villarreal, if they can hold on, get to within 1 point of the reigning champions. There's still 2 minutes to go, though, as Asensio finds Toni Kroos. Rafa Varane, the man seeming to take control of the situation. He finds Carvajal. Carvajal's attempted cross is blocked by Jaume Costa, as so many have been in this second half here today. Played all the way back to Nacho. Toni Kroos. Asensio. Back to Marcelo. Marcelo clearly getting jeered. It very nearly fell to Ronaldo. Brilliant defending in the end by Cheryshev, I think. And it'll be another corner. Who is it who's down? I can't see the...
There is no way the play can go ahead.
No. I think it's Alvaro, is it not? They're calling for medical assistance. It's Bonera. I'm not sure if the veteran Italian really wants to be getting medical treatment with just over a minute on the clock. You don't want to give the referee the opportunity to add another minute or so in the Bernabeu, do you?
Do not. I mean, in this instant, I'm convinced he saves again. If that doesn't drop for Ronaldo, it's definitely dropping for Lucas.
Once again, the corner just about dealt with. Fornals struggling, but they get it away. There's a chance on the break. Brilliantly defended there from Marcelo to prevent Enes Unal to progress any further. Casemiro under pressure. The hands go up, the body language. Where are you? You're not where I want you to be, he's saying. Modric's attempted cross with the outside of the boot, and groans from the Bernabeu once again.
How fitting that image is. If this game ends with a win for the visitors, which it looks like it will now, the fact that the last hope is snuffed out by the man of the match, Asensio has been brilliant, literally brilliant. And should they win this, he will remain the man of the match.
Casemiro just bullying Unal off the ball there, finds Toni Kroos. Still Kroos, he goes down softly and told to get up sharply by the referee. There's the final whistle. The reaction of Rodrigo and Manu Trigueros says it all, skipping around the pitch. And Zinedine Zidane shows his response too. He's very, very quick, Graham Hunter, to get down that tunnel and get away from these people.
His team has been humiliated.